Westinghouse steam turbine engine, which gives her a top speed of 13 knots or about 15 miles per hour. She is also equipped with bow and stern thrusters to aid her maneuverability in port. The Arthur M. Anderson has 23 hatches on her deck, each measuring 46 by 11 feet, which open into 5 cargo holds located below deck. She has maximum carrying capacity of 25,300 tons. Above her deck, just in front of the stack at the back, there is a 250-foot self-unloading boom, which allows her to load her own cargo via a system of conveyor belts that go throughout the vessel at a rate of 6,700 tons per hour without the aid of shoreside equipment. The Anderson is owned which I'll just heard there is known as the Captain's Salute, which is a traditional greeting between the ships and the bridge. The ship initiates the greeting with one long blast followed by 2 short blasts, and the bridge responds with the same thing. As I was saying here, the Anderson is owned by the Canadian National Railway of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and she's operated by Great Lakes Fleet Incorporated and Key Lakes Incorporated of Duluth, Minnesota. The Anderson is famous for being the last vessel to have visual radar and radio contact with the MV Fitzgerald just before the Fitzgerald sank in a squall 17 miles northwest of Whitefish Point in Lake Superior on November 10, 1975. Her captain reported the Fitzgerald missing to the Coast Guard and assisted in their search for her. He found the remains of 2 of the Fitzgerald lifeboats on November 11th, the next day. The Anderson was named after the director of U.S. Steel and vice chairman of the J.P. Morgan and Company at the time she was built. She was one of 3 AAA-class ships built for the Pittsburgh Steamship Division of U.S. Steel. The other 2 vessels, the Philip R. Clark and Case and J. Callaway, still serve with the Anderson to this day. She made her maiden voyage to Two Harbors, Minnesota in August of 1952, where she loaded iron ore. Today she is on her way in, loaded with limestone, which I believe she loaded at Port Dolomite in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. She will be unloading that limestone at the Hallett 5 dock, located in West Duluth, and then there will be loading blast once again, that's the Captain's Salute, and they will be loading blast furnace trim before they head out. So once again, we have the Arthur M. Anderson arriving through the Duluth Ship Canal. She was built in 1952, measures 767 feet in length, 70 feet in width, and 36 feet in depth. She has maximum carrying capacity of 25,300 tons, owned by the Canadian National Railway of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and operates. Today she is on her way in, loaded with limestone, which I believe she loaded at Port Dolomite in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. She will be unloading that limestone at the Hallett 5 dock, located in West Duluth, and then they will be loading blast furnace. And once again, that's the Captain's Salute. And they will be loading blast furnace trim before they head out. So once again, we have the Arthur M. Anderson arriving through the Duluth Ship Canal. She was built in 1952, measures 767 feet in length, 70 feet in width, and 36 feet in depth. She has maximum carrying capacity of 25,300 tons, owned by the Canadian National Railway of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and operated by Great Lakes Fleet Incorporated and Key Lakes Incorporated of Duluth. And she's currently on her way in today loaded with limestone, and then they will be leaving with a product called blast furnace trim.